Okay.
Okay, so I've got that script, but I just got to get the right bylaw name. I have too many things open at once. So let's see, where the heck is the bylaw?
Okay, so I've got that. It should be, it's in the document that I sent you, David.
Oh, you mean you got the right bylaw?
Yeah.
Oh, so I just have to read this. Oh, wonderful work, thanks. Okay, let's see, call a meeting to order. I've got to go find my agenda. I got too many things open.
Guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Allison.
We are live at the moment.
Are we? Okay.
1.1, the mayor will describe the procedure for the public hearing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying. Oh, here we go. Yeah, all right. I finally found, got several documents open. Okay, so I'd like to bring our public hearing to order. I will begin by describing the procedure for the public hearing. This public hearing is being convened in order to consider and receive submissions regarding Official Community Plan Bylaw number 282, 2002, Amendment Bylaw number 521, 2020, which proposes to amend Policy 135 of the Official Community Plan. Anyone who believes that their interest in property is affected by this proposed bylaw will be given a reasonable opportunity to be heard, make representations, or to present written submissions respecting the matters contained in the proposed bylaw. No one will be discouraged or prevented from making his or her views heard. To maintain order during the public hearing and to ensure everyone has a reasonable opportunity to be heard, the following rules of procedure have been established. 1, if you wish to address the public hearing, please ensure that you place your name on the speakers list. You may add your name to the list at any time. If you are speaking from prepared remarks, please give a copy to the minute taker. 2, please commence your remarks by stating your name and address. If you're speaking on behalf of some other person or organization, please identify the name of that person or organization. Each speaker is requested to limit their remarks to no more than 5 minutes each time, subject to adding your name to the speakers list again. Number 4, you must limit your comments to the proposed bylaws and you must not obstruct the public hearing. I request that all speakers be respectful of others and ensure that your comments address a specific issue being considered. After everyone on the speakers list has spoken once, speakers will be allowed supplementary presentations if they have added their name to the list again. You may not present a submission you have already made. Any person who wishes to present a written submission to council may do so, and all written submissions must be received by council before the close of this hearing. Please observe these rules, and if you have any concerns with the matter in which the public hearing is conducted, please direct your comments to the mayor. In considering the proposed bylaw, council have received documents which may influence its decision. Those documents are available for review during this hearing. Your only opportunity to comment on the proposed bylaw is during the public hearing. Members of council are not permitted to receive further submissions regarding the proposed bylaw after the public hearing is closed. After the public hearing is concluded, council may, without further notice, make whatever decision it deems proper with respect to the bylaw that are the subject of this public hearing. So those are the that is the procedure. And number 2 on the agenda is the purpose of the bylaw. So the proposed bylaw, Bowen Island Municipality Official Community Plan Bylaw number 282, 2002, Amendment Bylaw number 521, 2020, proposes to amend Policy 135 of the Official Community Plan to, number 1, include a designation of the entire municipality as an area where TUPs may be issued, temporary use permits may be issued, and 2, remove language requiring that a temporary use permit be issued for a use that is short-term or seasonal. TUPs would remain able to be issued under conditions of the Local Government Act. We now have Daniel Martin. And Daniel, will you give a presentation on an overview of the proposed bylaw number 521, 2020? Daniel, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Councillor Hawking. And I'll just share my screen here. Are you seeing that okay?
Yes.
So as Councillor Hawking has said, we're public hearing for bylaw 521. So it's a bylaw Bowen Island Council is considering to designate the entire municipality as an area where temporary use permits may be issued. And specifically, it amends policy 135 of the official community plan to include a designation of the entire municipality as an area where TUPs may be issued. And it is to remove language requiring that a TUP be issued for a use that is, quote, short-term or seasonal. So the bylaw itself makes the following changes to policy 235. So it's deleting those words is short-term or seasonal in nature, and then adding the words in italics at the end. So all areas within Bowen Island municipality boundaries are designated temporary use permit areas. This bylaw has been referred to the Islands Trust, and the Islands Trust Executive Committee responded on July 8th saying that the proposed bylaw is not contrary to or at variance with the Islands Trust policy statement. This bylaw has also been reviewed by our Advisory Planning Commission at 2 different times. So initially at their May 21st, 2020 meeting, they recommended that council direct staff to proceed with amending the OCP to allow temporary permits on the entire municipality. And then further in their July meeting, they recommended that council remove those words is short-term and seasonal in nature from that OCP policy 235. In terms of the policy, terms of the timeline of the bylaw, so this came about from council direction given to staff in April of 2020. In May, it was introduced to council, and that same month it went to the APC for an initial review. It was given first reading in June. In July, it returned again to the APC, and in the end of July, it was given second reading of the bylaw. So here we are in August having a public hearing on the bylaw. And finally, public comment. As of time of agenda publishing and as of time today, we have received no public comments on the proposed bylaw.
Thank you, Daniel. Is that the end of your presentation?
That's the end, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have no no written comments. So I now will call for public input. Do we have any speakers? Anyone on the list? Sophie?
We do not have any speakers on the list.
Okay, and is there anyone on this Zoom call? I don't think there is. Is that correct?
That's correct. There's no.
All right. Well, I will call a second time for any submissions for any public input. And hearing none, I will call a third and final time for any further submissions regarding this bylaw. And we have no comments and no written submissions. So if there is no further public input and council does not wish to have a further staff report, then I have a recommendation that all written and verbal submissions regarding official community plan bylaw number 282/2002, amendment bylaw number 521/2020, up to and including August 27th, 2020 be received, and that the public hearing is adjourned. And is that